The coronavirus pandemic began in late 2019 when the virus was discovered in a laboratory in Wuhan, China. The first U.S. case was reported in January 2020, and the World Health Organization declared it an official pandemic in March of 2020. The World Health Organization, like many organizations that involve billionaires, is satanic and demonic and only exists to create chaos and poverty. Politicians depend on us being distracted and divided in order so they can continue their political agendas that enforce their power and control over Americans. Like I stated in my previous video, we live in a trauma economy. Politicians use fear and deception, weapons of Satan himself, to keep society living in the dark ages, and the coronavirus pandemic is clear evidence of that. So many lies and exaggerations about the danger of the virus were perpetuated throughout the corrupt mainstream media due to the fact that politicians can literally get high off of Americans living in fear. Fear is the emotion that is farthest from God and spiritual awareness, and make no mistake, we are undergoing spiritual warfare in the face of these disgusting politicians. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the face of the coronavirus, was constantly demanding vaccinations, which he dishonestly made billions of dollars off of from the moment the vaccines were distributed. It was simply a demonic money-making generation scheme. If Dr. Anthony Fauci is not the biggest war criminal of the modern ages, then why did President Biden have to pardon him officially for his crimes and actions during the pandemic? God is the only thing that can save us from these corrupt politicians. Many liberals are atheists and go against the ways of God, but the ironic thing in all this is that atheism truly doesn't exist. Human beings are biologically designed to worship, and if you do not worship God, then you will worship other things like liberals do by worshiping materialism, social status, or the worship of government intervention like liberals were during the pandemic. The saddest part of the pandemic was when liberals began policing others by attacking people who do not wear masks, stay inside, or remain unvaccinated. Once again, liberals are being manipulated by the works of evil because they worship corrupt government like God himself. Conservatives, on the other hand, have a different narrative entirely during the dark hours of the pandemic. Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, and many other southern states did not have to be quarantined, stay inside, or wear masks at all during the pandemic. In fact, if you were living in the South at the time, there was hardly a pandemic at all, and none of these people got sick. Why was the South able to live independently during the pandemic? Very simply, Southern conservatives have plenty of guns. Guns, and the corrupt government knows that there would have been a civil war if Southerners were forced to quarantine and stay inside during the pandemic. Patriotic masculinity is what ended the worst parts of the pandemic, because once the southern states of America courageously stood their ground, the satanic enforcers of the pandemic learned an important lesson of why you cannot mess with the American people. Thank you. That is all. God bless.